any tips for writing a prequel? One of the best things I can tell you to do with prequels is to, if you know you're going to do it, if you know you're going to do it about a certain thing, write them first. Writing your prequels first allow you to have a lot of really good background information and history about your characters and the world that you're creating before you write your series. I wrote Origin of the Siren Wars before I wrote the Siren Wars series, and my gosh, it was the Bible and roadmap to what I created inside of the Siren Wars. It was the best thing I could have done. Now, if you have not written your prequel first, if you've not written your prequel first, now you want to make sure you are using a character that people love. We want some kind of connection. If you are writing a prequel that is not about a character inside of your book, you may lose some of your audience. So you want to pick like a favorite character or a favorite side character, and you want to really focus on their story before. You want to look for little nuggets you've dropped inside of your story. So if you've had information about their past, if you have facts about them, if you have little things that you can be pulling into that story, lean heavily into that. In my Golden Trilogy, if you read any of my prequels, I have 2 prequel novellas and a bunch of prequel bonus scenes. You will see that there are things I mentioned inside of the main series, book 1, 2, and 3, that I then implement into those bonus scenes. I specifically pulled them so they would have those strong connections and tie-ins. Do you need to fully flesh that out inside of the story to understand it? No. But as a bonus scene or as a prequel novella, it's fantastic for your readers to get a little bit more involved in the world. They can learn a little bit more, and it makes perfect sense with the book you've already written. So when it comes to prequels, make sure you're using characters people know and love, things that you've already mentioned inside of the series, or write it first, in which case you can, like the Origin of the Siren Wars, write it about an entirely different character. So there's lots of options when it comes to prequels. You just have to make sure that it is fitting with what you are doing. And then if you want to reference it in the subsequent books, so for the Golden Trilogy, I wrote book 1, then the prequel, then book 2, then book 3. So book 2 and 3 did refer back to some stuff inside of those prequel novellas. So there's a lot that you can do with prequels. Prequels are fantastic.